KN60MX NL7CO, roger, over. NL7CO is clear.
QST. This is the W5KS simplex net. Your net control operator is KI5LBY. That is Kilo India 5, Lima Bravo Yankee. My name is Al, and I am in North Lawton. This net meets every Thursday of the month at 7 p.m. For the first 3 weeks of the month, we use the 146.91 megahertz repeater, which has a negative offset and a tone of 173.8. On the fourth Thursday, however, we will exercise a simplex net using the 2-meter calling frequency here at 146.52 megahertz in honor of Silent T, WD5 USA, who started this practice for our club many years ago. Next week, being a fifth Thursday, we will exercise our other Lawton repeater at 147.36 megahertz, which has a positive offset and a tone of 173.8. Break. This is a guided net, and as such, it is requested that all traffic be addressed to the net control. This net is intended to promote a sense of community among local amateur radio enthusiasts, provide information about local ham radio activities, and practice individual net operations. All licensed operators are invited to participate in this net, and you do not need to be a W5KS member. When checking in, please speak slowly and clearly, give your call sign phonetically using the ITU phonetic alphabet, your name, and general location. Break. If you need to add anything to your comment, call recheck and wait for net control to acknowledge your recheck. At the end of tonight's net, we will conduct our 73 round, where I will quickly go through the roster for log reports and final comments, and allow you to secure your station. Break. During our weekly net, there is a general amateur radio related question or topic of discussion. This week's question will come from the general license question pool. And the question is, which of the following effects can a geomagnetic storm have on radio propagation? A. Improved high latitude HF propagation. B. Degraded high latitude HF propagation. C. Improved ground wave propagation. Or D. Degraded ground wave propagation. Right? If you would like to suggest a question for the net, or if you would like to take a turn as net control for this net, please contact our club vice president, Dave, KA5FNQ, at his club email, which is vicepresidentW5KS@gmail.com. We'd really appreciate your participation, and this is great training for other ham radio activities. Break. Once again, this is KI5LBY, your net control for this evening's net. And let me get you out a few local announcements. Our Lawton Fort Sill Amateur Radio Club General Membership Meeting will be held on Tuesday, the 4th of February at the Lawton Optimist Club Building at 2113 Monroe Avenue in Lawton at 7 p.m. Eyeball QSO will begin 30 minutes prior. Winter Field Day will be conducted this weekend out at Ron Clayton's property. He is good on QRZ, so that should help you get there. And immediately following this net at 7:30 on 144.250 upper sideband, the SWOT net will be conducted. Right? This is KI5LBY. I now invite any W5KS board members who are on the frequency and wish to check in or make announcements, please check in with your call sign phonetically, name, and general location, please. This is Kilo 5 with X-ray, Brian, Indiana.
Kilo Juliet 5, Foxtrot Uniform Juliet, listening.
Okay, Brian, you're sounding really good and strong today. Any announcements for us?
Kilo 5 looking to the X-ray here. Thanks for the signal report. Using a battery versus net power supply, so that might cut down on as far as no immediate announcements. I just want everybody to be safe. They are going out to Winter Field Day this weekend. Don't be afraid to come out. They can take contact if you can. Kilo 5 will be X-ray. Back to that.
Roger that. Thanks very much, Brian. Are there any other KI5 or W5KS board members who would like to check in at this time? Nothing heard. At this time, I will take general check-in. General check-ins, please go ahead and check in with your call sign phonetically, name, and general location, please.
This is Whiskey 5 Delta Papa Hotel, W5DPH, Brent, East Lawton.
This is KJ5DZF, that's Kilo Juliet 5 Delta Zulu Foxtrot, Dan in beautiful downtown Lawton.
This is Kilo Juliet 5, Foxtrot Uniform Juliet, Jeff in Lawton.
And L7CO, Don, Echo Mike 04 Sierra Oscar.
Okay, I got a talkover by W5DPH over someone else. Could I get that call sign again, please?
Al, I think your talkover was Ron, W5ADA. He was talked over by your second check-in.
Negative. I did not hear Ron at all, and the person you were talking over was much clearer and an unfamiliar call sign. Alright, Roger. Kilo November 6, Echo Mike X-ray. I got a good copy on you. Let me go back to the top, and we'll start at W5DPH. Brent, any comments for us or answers for our question?
This is W5DPH over here in East Lawton. I don't have any comments for the net. Thanks for the announcement about the Winterfield Day over at Ron's. I had originally planned to do it here at my house, but if I'm free on Saturday, I might take a little stroll over there to Ron's place and play a little radio, weather permitting. So I don't remember what the question of the week is, so I'll go ahead and pass on that. And it's probably going to be a long net for you, and so I'm not going to be around for the 73 round. We'll be on the sideband net at 1930. This is Whiskey 5 Delta Papa Hotel. Back to you, Al.
Roger, thank you very much. And I have you at a 5-8. Just slightly scratchy, but you're coming in good. Alright, Kilo Juliet 5, Delta Zulu Foxtrot, Dan. Any comments for the net this evening?
This is KJ5DZF. Nothing in particular going on. Our technician course is going well. With it midway this week on Saturday, and still open invitation that anybody wants to get in. 7002 Southwest Grakestone, 9 a.m. start time. And I believe the answer to your question is Bravo. Out.
Roger, thank you very much for that. All right, Kilo Juliet 5, Foxtrot Uniform Juliet, Jeff. Did I get that call sign correct?
Yes, sir. It's Kilo Juliet 5, Foxtrot Uniform Juliet, And I did not hear what the question was tonight. I don't have no traffic of my own, so I just pass it on. Back to Ned.
Roger, Roger. Thank you very much. November Lima 7, Charlie Oscar, Dawn. Any comments for us this evening? And do I have the correct time for the SWOT net?
KI5LBY in the net, NL7CO. Yes, you do, Al, and I'm going to bow out of here as soon as this conversation is over with and get over there in case somebody else is using the frequency so I can see if we'll fit into it. Other than that, nothing for the net. See you guys on the sideband net, NL7CO.
Roger, Roger, and I have you at a 5-9. All right. Kilo Mike 6, Echo Mike X-ray. Could I get a name with that, please, sir? Roger, sir, and I have you coming in.
Yeah. NL7CO, this is Whiskey 5 Delta Papa Hotel. How copy?
W5KS, NL7CO is about to call you and ask you the same thing. How am I sounding to you?
You're sounding great. Are you on which horizontal antenna are you on?
Right now I'm on the vertical. Let me switch to the loop real quick. W5KS, NL7CO, does this sound any better?
They both sound really good. I actually got the egg beater up this afternoon. How does it sound? I think it would, as close as we are, it should be horizontal.
Yeah, you're sounding fine. I'm probably going to run the net vertically because we got a lot of people that don't have horizontal, and my tower's not up yet. I'm planning on stopping tomorrow on my way home from work at Launch Communications and see what they can tell me about when they're going to come put it up.
Well, I'm excited for you to get that put up. Remind me again. You said you were going to go up. Did I remember you say you're going to go up 30 feet, possibly 40?
I'm going to go a minimum of 36 feet. I may go 46 feet. I need to talk to the city again just to make sure they don't have any problems with it. I don't think they will. But that's going to be for the terrestrial one, and then in the spring I'm going to put in another tower that goes about 15 feet that has the EME stuff on it. I've decided to separate the two towers.
Well, that's really cool. Well, anyways, um, I think the egg beater is going to work pretty good horizontally, in the omnidirectional configuration that it's in. But I've given up, I don't know, probably a fairly significant amount of gain going with the egg beater at the moment versus the Yagi.
Well, the egg beater is omnidirectional, so that's a little bit of a help. And over the Aggie, and right now everybody's pretty local and talking to each other close by, so that's not an issue. It'll become more of an issue as we start reaching out. Once I get my beam up, you being basically vertical, I think. The pattern's not quite vertical, not quite horizontal, if I remember the egg beater correctly. But that will allow us to have multiple ways for people to check in, which will be good.
Yeah, it should be good. The Yeah, if I understand the polarization correct, at the horizon it's supposed to be horizontal, and then above the horizon it's supposed to be circular. So I think these antennas are originally made for satellite work, And I didn't install the radial kit, which makes it more better for terrestrial, gives it more gain at the horizon. So I think it said it gives it 6 dB more gain at the horizon. But it's hard for me to figure out from the documentation what exactly the gain on the horizon is. I don't think it's that much since it's omnidirectional.
Okay, yeah, that'll prove interesting. I don't know enough about them anymore. It's been a long time since I looked at the stuff. I suppose I can get on the M Squared website, download their egg beater manual, and read it. I probably should.
Yeah, I put it on the air this afternoon and just called CQ on FT8. And there's a guy down in Dallas that almost always answers, and he answered the FT8, and then he put in the comments QSY to the UHF frequency, and I had to send him an email. I told him no, because this one is not dual band at all, and I didn't buy the UHF one. Maybe one day I'll buy the UHF one, but this one works really good. Has a really flat SWR down here in the in this portion of the 2 meter band. Up there on 5.2, 9.1 and stuff, it's it's like 1.3 or something like that, which is still really good. But anyways, I'm gonna give it a shot. It I don't want to have to buy another rotator. I'm kind of sick of rotators at the moment, and I've got a really nice mast that I built for the Yagi, and I might put that up somewhere. I might just put it up, drill another hole, a post hole, put it in the ground, and put the Yagi on that. Well, anyways, that's enough of that. I will stand by and see if someone else wants to talk, and I'm looking forward to the net tonight. This is W5DPH.
Sounds good, Brent. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab something to drink. As you know, mouth gets kind of dry when you're doing this thing. But in fact, I ought to put it into the memories, so I don't have to do much of anything. But we'll see what happens. Okay, I'll see you in a few minutes. 12 minutes? That starts. And if you really need a rotor, I've got one sitting in the hangar, as you saw, on top of that roof tower. We can always pull that one off if you need one. Talk to you in a bit. W5DPHNL 7CO.
All right, this is W5DPH standing by for the Sidewinder on 2net in T-minus 10 minutes. T-minus 10 minutes for the Sidewinder on 2net. This is W5DPH standing by for if anyone wants a radio check. Standing by, W5DPH.
Al, KI5LBY just came up and said he was standing by for the net.
Oh, hey, Al. I didn't hear you.
Roger, I think I transmitted over you.
Oh, there you are. Now I found you. Yep, you're sounding good. Are you horizontal or vertical tonight?
I'm on the vertical. I get better SWR and get out there better. I still got work to do on that horizontal antenna.
Yeah, Roger. What antenna is it?
Which one, my vertical or my horizontal?
Oh, yeah, the horizontal.
It is a homebrew 2-meter dipole.
That was the actual first antenna I ever made. I used to be heavily involved in radio-controlled aircraft, and I had several of those collapsible antennas. You know, you screw in the top of the radio control or the transmitter, and I had a couple of them laying around, and I got me a piece of PVC pipe, and I zip tied that to a small portion of PVC pipe, and got a T junction and zip tied those um, uh, collapsible antennas to that. I took my soldering iron and soldered the shield on one side and the center conductor on the other, and used my MFJ antenna tuner or antenna analyzer, excuse me, and tuned that sucker right for, I think it was the 9-1 repeater actually. It's really heavily used back about 10 years ago. And that was the antenna that I used for multiple years, actually. And I actually used it in the horizontal configuration. And I used that until I got, I had a J-pole. I had a homebrew J-pole that I used, and then graduated to one of these like base station slash low end repeater type dual band antennas was what I got now. So right now I'm on the egg beater, which is horizontal or circular. Just depends on how high you are up in the atmosphere. If you're on the horizon, it's horizontal. If you're up in the sky, it's circular. So anyways, you're sounding real good. What radio are you on tonight?
The only radio I have that is capable of FM sideband, or not FM sideband, but UHF, VHF sideband is my Yaesu 991 Alpha.
Yep, I knew as soon as I finished asking that question that I asked you that last time we talked. I I talked to so many people, and I can't remember what radios they run. So, yeah, that 991 Alpha, that's a pretty nice all band, all mode rig.
Roger, but for digital modes, I use my 7300 because it's less finicky about it.
Well, the nice thing about the 7300 is it's got the sound card interface already integrated into it, and maybe the 991 has that. I don't remember. I don't know much about Yaesu radios, to be honest with you. Well, anyways, we got the net coming up in 7 minutes, and it's good to talk to you. And well, I'll stand by and listen in case anyone else wants to do a radio check. This is W5DPH with KB5LBY and NL7CO. If anyone wants a radio check before the net starts, go ahead and call now. This is W5DPH. How many net participants did you have on the W5KS net tonight, Al?
This is KI5LBY. We had 8 participants, including net control.
Yeah, roger that. There was one station, was it MIX or something? I couldn't hear him at all. I think he came in right after Dan.
Roger, he was the one that you had talked over at the very beginning of the check-ins. And yeah, he couldn't really hear you either, so.
Interesting. What was his QTH? Where is he located?
I think he was up by the lake.
Oh, that is interesting. Okay. I wonder if he, well, that's really odd. I've heard him before on the sideband net. I think he'll come up here for the sideband net. If he's up by the lake, if it's Ann's Country Kitchen, I know he's checked in a couple times. This is W5DPH.
Roger, this is KI5LBY. We will find out here in about 5 minutes. This is KI5LBY standing by for net.
I think he was on a handheld too from the way he was talking because he wasn't going outside to get a better signal.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I could hear Ron over in Rush Springs on 5.2. I can always hear him pretty good on my vertical, and when I had when I had my beam up or Yagi or whatever we want to call it, I could hear him just fine on sideband. Well, he's usually down pretty low, but I could hear him. But I could just barely hear him above the noise tonight on the egg beater, even with the preamp on. Maybe I need to turn off the noise reduction.
W5DPH, did you read W5ADA?
Was he just trying to call now?
Just a couple of seconds ago, yeah.
Oh no, I didn't hear him at all. In fact, I was watching the waterfall. I didn't even see anything. If you can relay back to him to go to horizontal, I'll be able to hear him. But if he's vertical, I'm pretty certain I won't hear him tonight. W5DPH.
By the way, is the frequency in use? This is an L7CO getting ready for the SWOT net. I know you guys are talking about it. That's not a problem. I'm just checking to see if anybody else is hearing us. Back to you, Al, NL7CO.
Roger, I'm standing by for the net. I'm still filling out the net report so I can send it on off to Dave.
You got to send that to me so I can see what needs to go on it, so I can send him the sideband net report also.
Don, I know it's probably not going to be much, but I'm actually live streaming the SWOT net, so you'll hear and see what I hear and see on my station, W5DPH.
Cool. Well, Rod, you sitting in your new ham shack table and sipping a beer while waiting for the net? Is it alcohol abuse to drink too much alcohol or too little alcohol? Frequency in use. This is November Lima 7, Charlie Oscar, NL7CO, and Echo Mike 04, asking if the frequency is in use. QST. This is NL7CO, November Lima 7, Charlie Oscar, Don, Delta Oscar November, calling the Southwest Oklahoma 2-meter sideband net from Echo Mike 04 Sierra Oscar. This is a directed net. Please contact the net control station prior to initiating contacts amongst the net members because you may not hear other weak signals. This net is sanctioned under the auspices of the Sidewinders on 2 or SWOT group. SWOT membership is not required, but is encouraged. More information on SWOT can be found on their homepage, which is SWOTRC.org. The purpose of this net is to encourage operations on 2-meter sideband, discuss upcoming 2-meter events, current station configures, station capabilities. If you have questions regarding 2-meter operations and equipment, there is probably somebody on the net who has knowledge to assist you. However, if nobody has the knowledge, we can all join in the information gathering journey together because we will all learn. I'm currently operating an ICOM IC9700 as my primary 2-meter radio, using today I'm using the Diamond X6000 Alpha Vertical at about 30 feet. Hopefully in the month of February the tower will go in the ground and we can change the net procedure slightly at that time. Also arriving on Saturday is a new Q5 signals transverter to hook up to my 7610 so I can try and decide which radio I want to use on sideband. The 9700, which is a great radio, or the 7610, which has the ability to listen to 2 frequencies at one time. Some of you may have noticed the absolutely flat band conditions and the plethora of other things resulting in a pretty poor ARL January VHF contest this past weekend. Tonight is January 23rd, and the following 2-meter activities are happening this month. Winter Field Day is this weekend, 25 and 26 January, but there are no significant meteor showers this month, so if you get on and play MSK 144 meteor scatter on 144.174, you may have some difficulties finding people who will be the non-enhanced. I'm now going to call for check-ins to the Southwest Oklahoma 2-meter sideband net. I have check-ins already from W5DPH, SWOT number 3682, Brent, KI5LBY, Al, no SWOT number, and W588 Ron, 3679 out, Echo Mike 14. Now looking for other check-ins, please call NL7CO, November Lima 7, Charlie Oscar, with your call sign phonetically, your name, also phonetically, your grid location and SWOT number if you have one. An example would be NL7CO, November Lima 7, Charlie Oscar, Don, Delta Oscar, November, Echo Mike 04, SWOT number 2673. Correction, 2873. My script has somebody else listed. I will now take check-ins. Let me have any check-ins for the Southwest Oklahoma SWOT net. Please call NL7CO. Any check-ins for the Southwest Oklahoma SWOT net. Please call November Lima 7, Charlie Oscar. Okay, Brent, any comments? And hopefully you can do some yelling too to see if anybody hears you.
Yeah, roger that. This is W5DPH Echo Mike 04. Thanks, Don, for spearheading the Sidewinder on 2 net. Let me put out a call real quick. This is W5DPH. NL7CO is asking for any further check-ins for the Sidewinder on 2 net. Call now, W5DPH. Okay, Don, I didn't hear anything. I don't really have any comments for the net other than I think tomorrow's supposed to be really windy, so be careful and make sure you put your cigarettes out before you throw them out the window. This is W5DPH.
Okay, thank you for that, Brent. I gave up smoking in August of 1987, so I think I'm a little safe from cigarette butts. Might have a hot tailpipe or something, but yeah, it's something to watch out for. We don't want to be like LA. Al, KI5LBY, who did a great job on the simplex net tonight. You got anything for the net?
This is KI5LBY. Thank you very much, and no further comment.
Ron, Whiskey 5, Alpha, Delta, Alpha. I know you're out there building a shack table and starting to populate it with equipment. What comments do you have for the net tonight? I continue my struggle every day, and we'll continue with the no smoking. Let me check one more time. Are there any other check-ins for the Southwest Oklahoma 2-meter sideband net? Please call NL7CO. Short net tonight, but we're getting better. We're holding about 3 to 5 people every week, and I think once we get some other antennas up in the air and people start getting used to looking for us, we'll be doing pretty good, and we'll see where we go from here. Anybody else got comments for the net at this point?
Yeah, Don, this is W5DPH. There was somebody that was talking right before you keyed up just a second ago. You might try to call him again.
QST. Any other check-ins for the Southwest Oklahoma 2-meter sideband net? Please call NL7CO. Come now. We tried horizontally. This is NL7CO, November Lima 7, Charlie Oscar, calling the Southwest Oklahoma SWOT net. Any check-ins? Please call now. Going back to vertical, because Ron and I are going to try some 432 and 1296 after this. He needs to get some new grids anyway. With no further check-ins, this is NL7CO closing the 2-meter sideband net. Unfortunately, at 37 minutes after the hour, 38 minutes after the hour, we'll do better. I'll see you guys all next week. Thanks for checking in.
Thanks, Don, for running the net. Did a good job as always. I'll be listening. You said you're going to do UHF with Ron. Is that going to be 446.000, or are you going to do sideband?
We're going to do sideband. Look at this for 432-100. I haven't talked to Ron about doing that. We talked about doing 1296, but I figured since we both have tri-band verticals up, we try all of them. Ron, is that okay with you? Let's go to 432-100. 432-100 upper sideband.
Okay. All right, this W5DPH going to be QRT on 144, 250 or thereabouts. Thanks for joining us on the live stream. W5DPH clear.
Yeah, now I got to remember how to change the bands in my radio again.